Alrighty, guys. I want to apologize for making this video super late. In the sense that I could have and should have made this video a lot sooner. Okay, like I should have made this video a lot sooner. Let's refresh this because I'm gonna need someone I can battle. I definitely should have made this video a lot sooner because, well, I've seen a lot of players making a lot of mistakes and taking massive loss when they shouldn't have, right? And I'm just gonna show you guys. So I'm gonna show you guys how to manipulate the battle system so you always go first, and I'm gonna show you guys why it's important if I can find a good rival in versus. And I'm gonna show you guys. Not really gonna show you guys a whole lot. Mostly just gonna show you guys the formation for Stella and X, the one stack bus formation, and how to manipulate the battle system to go first. So let's get right to it. Why does it matter going first? Well, going first with the Rogers and with Stella and X means a lot. It really does. It means a lot with any commander, right? With Golem, you can get your stacks off, and then you can just nuke the field, crippling your opponent. With Rogers, you can get your defense up, so you take less damage, and then that helps you out overall. With Stella and X, you can do a one stack bust, and with Hoodoo, again, you can cripple the enemy huge. Like, going first can do a lot of damage. So, what makes you go first, right? In the early to mid game, your commander level comes into play. That's the first thing that the game calculates to see who's going to go first. If my X is higher level, right, and I mean level, right? If my X is like my X level 57, level 57, she's 3 levels off from being max. If my level 57 Stella fights a level 30, whatever commander with however much leadership, she's gonna go first, which gives her room for her one stack bust formation to just come in and mop up. Like, she'll just destroy them because she's using one stack bust formation, just like this. As if I know I'm gonna go first, I'll attack like this. The one stack bust, the one stack up top, is there to deal massive damage. See, boom, and hopefully she gets a kill. If she doesn't, no big deal. Yeah, there we go. She gets a kill. Now the other lurkers on the bottom are, because she's a chance commander. The more actions she has, the more chances she has of activating, going through with her attack. But there's still a chance she might not be able to kill the opponent's full stack because she's so heavily reliant on accuracy, just like X and Hoodoo. She relies on accuracy so much that if they have so much dodge, her attacks can miss and miss and miss and miss and miss. That's not what you want, right? You don't want to rely on your duels. So there's a chance you might not kill the full stack in the enemy stack number 1. So then, if it goes on to past that, those lurkers are there. The second stacks are there. Stack number 1, number 3 are there. Well, not stack. I said that one. Those one individual lurkers are there to protect her ship, just long enough so she can do her damage. Right. So they protect her ship in the back from just taking damage, so her top stack can do what it has to. Now this is the formation we're gonna go first. Okay, now if we're gonna go second, this her formation. This works for X. This works for any one stack bust formation. Bam. Why? Because we know the enemy's gonna go first, and that top stack's gonna take the damage and it's gonna get crippled. So you don't want that to be your stack full of troops. So we're gonna go first because we're higher level than the monster, obviously. But let's pretend that this attack doesn't happen, because that's not going to do anything to the enemy's full stacks. Let's pretend that didn't happen. And this is what makes Stella so busted. She can just go off and off and off and off and off and off. So there we get that. See, boop. So that would have been the opponent going first. Then we go ham with our full stack, and that's if you're going second. This is your formation with X, Stella, with any one stack bus commander that you wanna. If you're going second, this is the formation you should use. Okay. Now, We already covered commander level. If your commander is higher level than them, you're going to go first. Then after commander level comes into play if you're attacking or defending. So if I attack your pit, I'm always going to go second. And that's just how it is. So if if you leave your troops out with T4 on a pit, now I want to use my T4 to kill your T4. That second formation I showed from Stella is the one I'm going to use because I'm going to go second no matter what. I'm attacking, therefore you're defending. Well, not always. If we're the same level, then I'll go second. If my commander's still higher level than yours and you're defending, I'm going to go first. So commander level comes into play a lot in the early to mid game. In the late game, everybody's level 21, everybody's the same. That's where it matters. That's where attacking and defending matters. So if you're the same level as your opponent, attacking and defending matters, right? If you're higher level than them, don't worry about it. Just go in first. You will destroy them. Now, if you're attacking and defending, there's two ways of manipulating it. One is a rally. In a rally, you can manipulate it so you set up a sacrificial unit, which I want to show here. If I could find a 1-stack bust commander on here. But let's see if we can. This Rogers over here is a big enough challenge for my Rogers. Now, for the general rule is you don't want a Rogers fighting a Rogers because it'll just be a stalemate, but my Rogers will destroy this one. Boop. Yeah, not even competition. There we go. So let's see. This Axis can freaking deal massive damage. See, this is what I'm talking about, 1 stack. That's all you need is 1 stack. And she's gonna kill my stuff, yeah. See, this is what I mean right here. The 1-stack bust formation can kill Rogers before he can even set up. It's busted. But yeah, that right there proves my point. I can't do. I'm not gonna be able to take that guy on. I'm not gonna lie, because I do not have a big enough. You know what? Let's try it. So this is what I mean by manipulating. We're gonna set up a sacrificial unit. Hopefully, she can do enough damage to that Rogers that she can get me the first chance of going against the Axe. Come on, baby, bring it home. Yes, she might be able to. Hey, she did it. Okay, so now, see, look, the first time in this battle we lost because she got to go off first. Bam, she's gonna kill my sacrificial unit. That's what she was there for. And now, here I go, going first. I got a defensive stance, great. I minimize the damage she's gonna do to me. And perfect, see that? This time she did just 1-stack bust me. And that's the great thing about this, about being able to manipulate going first. And I think we won this, because I don't think she can kill us. Bingo, see? Huge difference in going first. And that's one of the ways you can manipulate it. Okay? So in a rally, just set up a plasma, sacrificial plasma. He nukes the field, cripples your opponent, and then second comes in your big boy to clean up, and then another plasma with sacrificial unit, and another big boy to clean up. And that's your very basic formation for rallies, right? And for capital battles, it gets a little complicated because if I send my plasma in, there's a 10-second window where my allies can send their big boy to clean up. And the enemy can also do that inside the capital. They can have their big seller, then a plasma, right, their sacrificial unit, and then a Rogers, then a plasma, and then a bullet or something else that could just cripple us before we even have a real chance. Now, these formations really matter in the late game. In the mid to early game, knowing these types of formations is really gonna help you out. I mean, it's really gonna help you out. It's gonna take your PvP game to a whole new level. No one's gonna want to fight you because they're gonna think, "Oh my God, this guy's a god." No, you just know the game. Now that we covered that, let's cover. Well, that's mostly for Stella, okay. But let's cover walkers and airships. Unfortunately, walkers and airships can't really do 1-stack bust all too well. Some people are gonna argue, well, full metal this and golem that. Yeah, but they can't really one stack bust. Golem probably can, but if both his skills go off and his S class ability goes off, yeah, he can completely nuke the field. He's very unforgiving that way. Hoodoo can do the same thing almost, but he would have to be like a 20k Hoodoo versus a 5k whoever, right? With max skills. He pretty much just hits one stack, and because he's so massive, he just nukes the whole field. Right? Not even tear suppression. He's maybe actually yeah, with tear suppression, he probably one stack bust. Just one troop, boop, and kill all the T2s because his chain blast, his death rattle, and his S class ability could just nuke the field. But for the most part, airships and walkers have to send full stacks, and that gets very expensive. So just to put that in perspective. So I can train 21 at a time, and that's 140 mil for 200, right? For 200 chimeras. So let's come over here. 20, not even 20k. My son is not even 20k yet. But for one full stack of her, using T7, this would just be airships. That's 219 out of 223. Yeah, out of 223. Like, look at that. She requires that much for just one stack. If I had a Rogers, I would have to get full stacks for him to be really scary. Right? My Stella, she can barely hold one stack. That's this right here. That one stack is 140 mil resource. Just imagine that for each stack. Okay. Now, my Rogers doesn't even have full stacks yet because they're that expensive. But he requires the full stacks. He really does. Like, there's just no way around it. That's just what Rogers needs. However, X only needs that one stack of T7. X and Stella only need that one stack. As you guys saw that my previous fight, that X with that one stack did massive damage, and going first, I mean, that's just a winning combo. Going first, one stack, that's how it's done. With that one stack, she did massive amounts of damage to me. Like, it would take me days to recover that. Weeks even, if I didn't have the hospital space. Okay, guys. So I hope that puts into perspective. And also, Stella's very forgiving when it comes to killing an enemy commander. Because she's only going to kill 2 stacks. Where Golem and Walkers, they nuke the field. A Rogers can even kill the entire field slowly, but he can do it. So, infantry is very forgiving when it comes to your opponent and you. Walkers and airships are very expensive. Very, very expensive. Like you saw, for one stack, and she's not even she's not even 20k leadership yet. Right? I can get her 20k, but I'm going to save my mags for another mag event. Increased chance event. But you guys saw, like, for one stack, it's that very expensive. 240 mil. No, 140 mil. For just one stack worth of T7. On walkers and airship, I need some full stacks. With infantry, only one. That's enough. So I hope this puts into perspective, and I hope it helps you guys in the early game. Think ahead. It's like, okay, in the late game, I want to run Stella because it's very cheap, and she can do amazing things. Now, I'm not trying to downplay airships because airships are amazing. There's a reason number 1 player uses a Golem, an airship commander. They're amazing. My Rogers, and not even 8k leadership, was able to kill a level 20 monster, okay, with what little T7s he has. Airships are very powerful. Walkers are very powerful. Hoodoo, with very little troops, he can nuke an entire field if used correctly. Have you guys seen that $1 million Hoodoo video? That just came down to priority. If you guys have ever played Yu-Gi-Oh, that's what it came down to, priority. You just create a giant chain of events, and I could probably explain that in a video. But I hope this helps you guys out, and you guys see the power of going first, okay, and why it's so important to manipulate it. We have another galactic battle coming up, so I hope the team we're fighting starts using that against us. Like, I want people to put up a good fight, man. No, I really do want people to put up a good fight. This game gets boring in the late game. Like, no one fights me because I am who I am. I have a giant beat stick, and I don't fuck with people. I just don't. I don't want to zero anybody. I understand like how expensive troops are. Like I'll fight someone with T2, sure. You leave your T2s out, I'll fight you. But if you leave your high tier stuff out, I'm not gonna hit it. I'm not gonna be a dick. I don't want you to quit the game and then just. I'd rather have as many people as I can on the game. It's a fun game. Alright guys, so I hope this helps you guys out. And I'll see you guys in the next one.